Those younger than 40 have never known a world without the Honda Civic. Hitting American streets in 1973, the first generation motored with 50 horsepower and 12-inch wheels. Hey, it was more than a foot shorter than the current Mazda Miata. That is a palindrome. You know, a word that's spelled the same both forward and backward. And no, numbers do not count. Neither does race car. The new Touring model has features Big Brother Accord didn't have a few years back. Things like adaptive cruise control, auto braking, and an aggressive lane keep assist system. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay too. All that's underrated is the Chevy Cruze, and the new version is on its way along with, yes, you guessed it, a hatchback version. A final note, I believe Civic is the only nameplate in the auto industry. Still impressive. There's a slight resemblance to the discontinued Cross Tour, but Civic dresses far more fashionably. Tail lamps bridge into the trunk lid, C-pillars get a dimensional flourish. There are a lot of Civic owners for years. A power port would be nice. Spacious for 2 adults, 3 shouldn't be too much of a squeeze. I don't know how Honda does it, but its trunks always seem to bend the space-time continuum. If this doesn't offer enough rigid, in hard cornering, you'll notice some understeer still. Civic handles pretty well. There's brake torque vectoring and some road feel. The only way you'll do better in class is Mazda 3 or the upcoming Civic at 29 miles to the gallon. Most drivers will keep the eco indicator green, driving hard. I saw a lot of white. Notice that Jean-Luc Picard's 2-tiered dashboard has been banished to the neutral zone. Sigh. Civic is pretty comfortable and quiet, and let's face it, that's what most buyers are looking for here. The gauge cluster can be configured if you, say, want to check on your turbo boost. Bringing up fuel economy, I average decades, it's grown large enough for family duty. The 10th gen rides on in flexibility. A hatchback model is returning. Normally, sedans in this class hold about 5 packs. That, folks, is 7, but the hinge arms will do damage, so technically it scores a 6. Honda, give us a volume knob. This is not responsive. The back seat in the first generation Civic was hardly usable. This one is very roomy. Touring gets heated seats in back. Kia and Hyundai have done that for you. Out of this car. A camera mounted here activates when the right turn signal is used, revealing blind spot campers on the highway. It can be distracting in the city. One thing you'll notice, the chassis, very stout, very dynamics. There's a sport mode, but no manual shiftability. One thing you'll notice right away, visibility in the Civic is terrific. The A-pillars are nice and slim. It's really easy to... Seats feel more comfortable now, and even passengers get power adjustments. Perhaps a bit busy, the user interface is fine. Overall, materials are a solid step up from the last generation, but please, torque, it drinks standard grade gas and hands stay clean on fill-up. The turbo is exclusively coupled to a continuously variable transmission that mercifully banishes most of the common elastic CV. 0 to 60 happens in just under 7 seconds, according to Car and Driver. That scoot comes from a 1.5-liter turbo motor with 174 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque. Of this kit, including heated leather chairs and a 450-watt sound system, retails for $27,300 as tested. So did Honda skimp on something? No, not power. The tires did this a lot. Annoying for us in Seattle. Really though, this car is pretty tough to beat in its segment, and once the hatch version hits the US, things should get interesting. Competitors, and they're fiercely loyal. A car this good gives them no reason to stray. A couple more things in this director's cut of the Honda Civic review. It was raining much of the week that I spent with Civic, and